Hello everybody, it's Dragana from Saacibo. Welcome and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I prepared another project for the festive season. I'm still working in my Christmas journal, and last session we made some cute whimsical Christmas trees with just scraps of paper. Since then, I've been playing around with the idea of creating these glitter domes, and I tried several different ways and I finally succeeded. And I just want to share with you how I made these. I think they would look great in a journal as a tag or decoration. And you can also make them for the Christmas cards too. And I created two different types. These ones are see-through. And you see the glitter. It's there and it falls down. So these are see-through. And I created those with clear stickers. I used clear stickers for these. There you go, here as well. Now, these ones are created with paper, just decorative papers that I had, and they're not see-through and there's no glitter on the back, just on the front. There you go. And I think both look really cute. For these ones, you need some glitter, you need some transparency film or acetate, whatever you want to call it. Can also be recycled, for example, from the stamps. If you buy silicone stamps, sometimes this is, as you can see, this was a stamp one. You can use those. And you need some papers, preferably that have some sort of picture that you can use. Like here, there's some flowers, as you can see. For the back, I just have the trees. Here's a little house. Here's some a fox and a rabbit, and over here it's just a flower. And I'll just quickly show you what I mean. Like, this is the one I cut from here. These are just scrapbooking papers. I think here I cut this, and I cut it twice so that I can have the same picture on the back. Over here I cut this piece with a fox and a rabbit and just a tree. And you know, I'm sure you have in your stash something like these papers, like even in this house would look interesting. And we have this here, some of these, like anything that you want to do that's kind of related to the festive season. And these ones, for them you need some clear stickers, and also you need transparency film. And you need some clear stickers. So yesterday I went to the shops to have a look if they have anything that I like. Not so lucky, but you know, I managed to get a few that are interesting. And I think today I want to use one of these. From here I used this snowflake one. There's the stars. What else is there? I think I used that one there. This one was here, and what else? Yeah, no, yeah, and this bell. So, you know, some sort of clear stickers. You probably have more than me. I'm not really into stickers all that much, but this is all I could find that was actually good enough to be used. And although they're a bit big, but I think this one might fit. I sort of would want to have that one, but I don't know, it's a bit big, and this one as well. I wish they were just a little bit smaller. But anyway, so there's two ways of doing this, with clear stickers and with just scrapbooking paper. So stay tuned if you'd like to know how. First, I want to show you how to create those, and I'll put these aside for now. As you can see, they're not the same size. This is smaller, medium size, and these two are large. It's up to you how big or how small you want to make these. I used these circles to cut through the acetate or the transparency film, but you don't have to have scissors or die cuts. You can certainly do it just with scissors, and I'll show you how to do that as well. You will need 2 pieces of acetate and a piece of scrapbooking paper to create the bottom bit. I think these are a little bit too high, so I've been making them a little bit shorter, like this. But you can actually decide for yourself how big or how small this is going to be. If you have these, you would go ahead and cut yourself two circular shapes in the size that you want for this. If you don't, you'll get two square pieces of transparency film. I'll just move this a little bit up here. Okay, you'll get two pieces like that. We'll put this aside for a second, and you'll find something to trace around, like for example like this. So you can trace around to create that circular shape, maybe a lid of some sort, but you're not going to cut it. You will just trace and use some permanent markers. You just trace on one like that. Okay. So when we cut this, we'll cut it at the end, and we'll cut off the black bit. So now what you do, you just put aside that one side and you pick your stickers. So for this one here, I said I want to use this deer, and place it closer to the top because the bottom bit is going to be this. I like this one. Okay, so that's the clear sticker. And just and now I can put that back on top like that. Okay, I really like the birds here, but I think that's going to come outside of this. I can check like this. Oh no, it might actually work. Okay, let's have the birds. Okay, taking the birds. Ah, it fits perfectly. Oh. Okay, so now I can put this back, and I have enough room to maneuver. And I'll just grab some clips. Okay. Just like that. Grab some clips. Alright. And with this one's already pre-cut. I'll just align the edges. And I will put the two clips just down the bottom. Okay, so now I need to take it to my sewing machine and just do either a zigzag stitch all the way around or a straight stitch close to the edge, but I will leave this bit open. So I will start my sewing, for example, from here to here all the way around. The same goes for this. I will start probably here, go around and end here, but I will not go over the black line. I'll go a little bit on the inside because I'm planning to cut off that black line. I'll move the camera to my sewing machine so that you can see the process. So I take this one first, I'll remove that one, and I have just a straight stitch set up, and I have a white thread up and in the bobbin. Okay, so I will start, for example, here. Okay. And my stitch length is 2.5, and here we go. Because this acetate is slippery, you have to help your machine a little bit, so don't pull too hard, don't go too fast, and you just slowly twist it. with this one, I will show you how to do zigzag stitch. I'll move that aside a little bit. Again, I'm going to start here. Set my machine to zigzag. The width is going to be 4 millimeters, and the stitch length, which is that, 2. That would be. And start on the side, and then we go in. I find that this is a little bit easier, but it's definitely up to you. Trim that a little bit there, and this one as well. I can cut it now straight here because I don't need that round shape all the way, and I'm going to just cut I'm cutting in between the marker, the black line, and just a little bit away from the threads because I don't want to catch the threads. And you can fix it, but it doesn't have to be perfect. In fact, it's really charming when it's not perfect, to me anyway. Okay, I'll just straighten that out, and that one is ready. Now this one, we'll just cut off a little bit there. Now we need to make this bit here, and I have some scrapbooking paper that I think would look good for this. Now this is how I've figured out. Depending on the size of the dome, you take this piece of scrapbooking paper. This one is about 3.5 inches by 3 3/4, but it's actually, I place the dome, and where it's widest I make a little mark. So I need to trim off this much from this one. So I'll just cut that bit off. It's a bit too big. Now here I fold this in half like this. Okay, and I'll just test it, and I think it looks okay like that. Now I take my ruler and I put another mark at 1/4 of an inch. Where's the 1/4 of an inch? 1/4 of an inch from this end to here, and the same over there. And then I just do this. I join those two, and you can cut that off with your scissors, but it's just easier to do it for me. Even. Okay, so now we have that shape. Okay, we test it. It fits really nicely. Now I take my hole punch. Again, I put a little mark at about, at about 1/2 inch. Make a little mark here at about 1/2 inch. And I take this and I do a semicircle like that. Same here. And then I take my scissors and I just round all of the corners just looks nicer. And I also round these tiny corners like that to get that shape. Okay. Now it's time to ink. These two are ready, and this is how we're going to glue them down. But before we glue them down, we better put some glitter inside, otherwise what's the point? And I have this one that I just picked up in the news agency, and as you can see, I've been using the white one, but there's no reason why you shouldn't use any other. In fact, actually, let's just use the gold one here, because I used white everywhere else. I might as well do one with gold. And this is how I do it. I just open this up. It's going to be a little bit tricky. You have to hold it open, and you take some glitter and you put a little bit. That's how much I put. Perhaps that's too much, but that's all right. With this one, I think I really want to use the white. So I'll just go here. I'll open that up. And there you go. And keep them like that for now. Okay, now you can put a little bit of glue on the inside. I'll just use the clear glue, so just a little bit. You can use the tape here as well if you wanted. This is not going to be visible, and it's just going to stop glitter from falling out. Don't want to squish too hard. I used acetate based glue because it dries quickly and it will definitely hold that. Now I take just the regular glue, and this is how I do it. I put the glue all over one side, and on this side I only put on top. Now that's too much there. Just spread it. Okay. And I take the dough and I put it in the middle there, and then I close that down. Now you still have some time to adjust this. Okay, this is what it looks like. It's so cute. Now the glitter will fall through where there's no sticker on one side, and here it's going to fall all the way down. So it's all up to you how you view it. Unless the sticker comes undone, and then the glitter will actually stick to the picture. But I think it looks really cute, doesn't it? And it's up to you now if you want to do the sewing around here. I've been doing the sewing, as you can see, but I would suggest do at least one stitch here. Even if you don't want to go all the way around, just do a stitch here. Although we did put the glue, so it shouldn't really matter, but I think it looks really cute. And then you finish it off with some you know, ribbon, or perhaps with this, and further decorate, to add some words, sentiments. Let's just do one like this. Bold. There we go. I think it looks cute. Now let's do this one. Again, you just take your glue on this side, you put just the top bit, and here you put the whole thing. Again, you place that, and I want to place it all the way like this, and then you close that down. You can put it underneath something heavy. No? Oh, it looks cute. Little birdies have snow on them. There we go. And again, you decorate further. Put some words, whatever you want. Okay, so these are the ones with clear stickers, and the top bit is see-through. Now I'm going to show you how to make them with just paper if you don't have stickers. To create these ones that are double-sided, but they have acetate or transparency film just on one side, if you want to make those, you'll need to cut yourself 2 circles. If you have die cuts, you cut yourself 2 circles with the images. Now you can have different images back and front, like I have here. This is different to the front, but over here I put the same image front and back. And for this one I chose this, and I'm going to glue them together like this, just so that I have the same image on both sides. Okay, you just want to make sure it's the right. Supposed to be all right. So you join them like that. And make sure they are glued. And you also cut yourself a piece of transparency film, just one. For these ones you need 1. When we were making these, you needed 2 of the transparency film, and then you just place it over. We're going to cut off that bit there, and just put some clips. And I'm going to, you can see here, I'm going to just cut that off. I'm going to place those 2 clips here, and now it's basically the same as before. If you want to do a straight stitch or do a zigzag stitch over, like here. This is with a straight stitch, and that's a zigzag stitch. So you can do the same as that. Okay, and that's if you have these to cut. If you don't, then you do this. Oh, let's see this one. Yeah, I want to do that one. Let's get that. So you find a paper that you want to use, and the circle that you use to trace, and you place that over. And I really like this house like that, and I'm just going to do this. And for this one, trace, and I'll cut roughly, just roughly around like this. I won't go all the way to the line. I'll leave some room. Same goes for this. Okay, now we also need to glue these together. Now make sure you don't go underneath the line, so because obviously here on this one I left a little bit more down the bottom, so I'm going to glue it something like that. Okay, and to get the acetate over, you just place it. I wouldn't cut it. It's easier to cut it later, and I would just do this. Okay, again you take it to your sewing machine. When you do the stitching, do it on the inside of the line, so that when you cut off the line you still have some room left. And I'll just quickly do this my sewing machine, and then I'll show you. Take that off. Okay, that is that one. It's just paper on this side, and here we have a little pocket. And this is this one. I didn't cut at all. As you can see, the stitching is on the inside of the line. So now I can just cut through all 3 layers at the same time. There we go. Just check that the marker is not showing on this side, maybe here a little bit. But I can also do a little bit of inking if I wanted to. Okay, so that is that image. And I just want to point out the difference. Sometimes I make them a little bit longer down the bottom, but sometimes I don't, and it's totally up to you. There's no right or wrong. You just work with the image. Like this image just had the houses down the bottom, and I couldn't go any further. It was the end of the page, but I could have gone up a little bit more if I wanted to, but it's going to work just fine whether it's shorter or taller. Now I will create these stands in the same way as I did these, and then we'll finish them off together. Now we need to put the glitter before we... Oh, that's going to be so cute. This one as well. I love this paper. All right, let's put the glitter. And this one I really want to use the white again. I don't know, it just looks more like snow. And I'm going to open up this where the acetate is. I'm just going to pull how much I put. And for this one I just want to use the white again. I know it might be a little bit boring, but just like the white because it really looks like snow. Although this one's cute as well, but I prefer white. Okay, again we need to close off bottom bit. You can close it off on the sewing machine, but this is much quicker. This is the same as we did before. This I think that one's really cute. love this one. The Christmas tree, it's really cute. We created 2 with the clear stickers and 2 with these, and I think they're just awesome. And you can then further decorate, like I said. I have some stickers here, some sentiments, some stars, some words. These have this lovely paper that I thought it needs absolutely nothing apart from that little ribbon. Then we have this one, and I just want to show you something else quickly. I've done these with laminated images, so if you can also put some of the glitter on the inside and have it laminated, but it's not going to be able to move. Although in these ones I left them clear, and I just put some of my little Christmas trees here, just a sticker, and I cut it out with my die cut. And that's also really a quick way of doing it, because then you don't have to do the stitching. It's laminated, nothing is falling out, and you just cut it after you laminate it. That's one way of doing it. And also, if you want to do like clear stickers but you don't have them, this is what I tried. This is the first one I've done with the serviette. I had this napkin, a serviette with that squirrel, and I decoupaged it onto some packaging. This is just cellophane, I think. And then I cut out these little like presents from here, and I glued them onto one piece of acetate and did everything else the same. I use them as clear stickers because they become transparent when you do this. As you can see, they're transparent. And I did the same with this one, but I placed another piece of acetate too soon, and all the glitter stuck to the napkin because my Mod Podge or decoupage medium that I used wasn't dry enough, so it got stuck to the image. Now this is not sticky anymore, but it was when I was still working. It wasn't dry enough, but with this one it worked fine. So that's one way of creating clear stickers, just with some napkins. If you have some fun napkins with cute images, you just use glue, you place the napkin, glue again, and then wait for it to dry, cut out the images and use them as clear stickers. Okay, I thought this was such a fun project. It's not that often that we get to use glitter. Let me know what you think in your comments below. I always value your opinions and thoughts. I'm going to add this video to my playlist. The playlist is going to be with all the videos that are related to the Christmassy New Year festive season. It's going to be this one and the one before that when we created those Christmas trees, and hopefully there'll be more. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope I see you soon again in my next video. Bye for now.